You achieved All-American status at Wisconsin. Then in 2000, you got a phone call to attend the Olympic trials. Talk more about what that phone call was like and it was like competing at that high level.
So I was pretty fortunate. I was multi-time All-American. I finished second at NCAA's, runner-up. Never won it. It was such a growth experience for me. I mean, in high school, it was like I was the dog. I won everything my senior year. I was undefeated. I was kind of the man. And anytime I needed to jump high, I did jump high. To go into college and being like, why am I struggling? Like, it was such a questioning everything and kind of all that kind of stuff. Um, and there was a lot of growth from that my freshman year till I think I was just finished grad school. And so in 2000, I stuck around, was a grad assistant at Wisconsin, and was training for, the Olympics. It was kind of cool because I got to work with Jerry Schumacher, who was head of Bowerman and is now the director of track and field at Oregon. So we have a long history and relationship. And um, stayed and trained and was helping cross country, helping track and field, doing all that. And I was like, okay, this is my last shot. I want to give myself an opportunity to train because after this, I want to, start coaching full time. And I didn't want. It wasn't supposed to be track. It was supposed to be. I was going to be a doctor. I mean, I wanted to go to med school, and but I knew I couldn't go to med school and try to train for the Olympics. And so I'm training, being a grad assistant, and they're just like, "Hey, come on out and help the track team." I fell in love with it. I'm like, I'm not going back to. I'm going to be a coach. I love it. Every day, I love what I'm doing. And so, at the time, I'm a grad assistant. Go to the Olympic trials, and it was such an eye-opening experience for me because I jumped 7.6 that year. I finished second indoors by jumping 7.5 and a quarter. I felt I was ready to make the team, and literally I remember like the first attempt at 7.5 and a quarter, struggled a little bit earlier bars, but the first attempt 7.5 and a quarter, I'm over it and nick it off with my ankle. And if that bar stays on, I'm an Olympian. And it didn't stay on. And then the tall task was jumping the next one because even if I knew it too, and I kind of got into my head, ended up missing that bar, and because I knew that the next bar 232 have to be a PR and all this kind of stuff, and I didn't even give myself an opportunity because I was just so in my head. And so it was a great learning experience, but it really like made me realize that like I'd put so much into competing and being that trying to be an Olympian and trying to be that I lost sight of just balance in my life and things like that. And so I've always been academic and stuff like that. So